Hi there, folks. Mark Coleman here from the Virginia Varsity Sports Network, and this is a Varsity 360 Gridiron Report video preview, looking this time at Massaponax High School. I'm joined by one of my good friends from the FLS Varsity team, Mr. Justin Rice. Justin, good to see you, buddy.
All right.
We're also joined in studio by the head coach of Massaponax High School. It is Coach Eric Ludden. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So, back-to-back 10-0 seasons. You're returning the likely preseason candidate for Player of the Year in Joey Bendon. Why shouldn't the Panthers be ranked #1 in the preseason polls?
Well, from my view, I would say we're missing quite a few good players from last year. One, Bo Fields at the running back, and then Gus Little, who was starting linebacker and tight end for us, who's playing at Maryland now, and then C.J. Lewis was also a big part of last year. So,
Bo is, of course, one of your two leading rushers with Joey last year. What's the attribute from that position that you look like? What does that guy got to be for you guys? That fullback, that behind the quarterback back.
Well, I think toughness, one thing, quickness and explosiveness, and obviously being able to handle the football and not give it up.
It seems as though your style of play, not surprisingly, is predicated upon the line of scrimmage, though, and you are returning some good talent on both sides. You feel good about offensive and defensive lines?
Well, the offensive line, we have 3 starters back and then 2 others that had a lot of experience last year. Defensive line, we're replacing all 3 of those. So,
okay.
So we're kind of new there.
Reloading.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yep.
Could you talk about Joey and just last year he's a first-year starter, and of course he has such a great season, and how much more command he has now of the offense and the huddle and the team, maybe that he didn't have last year at this time?
Well, I think in the offseason he established himself as a leader. He led last year, but he took it to another, I think, a little bit different level this offseason. He's a little more vocal, but he's always led by example.
And then defensively, then, do you have a quarterback on that side? You had Gus for so long, and he was so good. Is there a quarterback on the defense yet? Are we still trying to find that guy?
I think we have found a guy. Trajan Anderson is basically in Gus's position, and he's done very well with that.
Coach, how about your schedule? You've swapped out some teams based on the new conference alignment structure. How do you feel about the regular season?
Well, I think we picked up Stonewall Jackson and Potomac, who's always good, tough teams, good programs, and then Freedom, who we don't know much about, and I think they're an up-and-coming team. They have a new coach and new start. I think they'll be a challenge as well.
The things that are keeping you up at night this time? Is there anything in particular you can put your finger on, or?
Just I think our schedule. Overall, obviously, a lot of well-coached teams, starting with Cortland and going through from top to bottom. I think it's always a real challenge, the teams that we play on our schedule.
Coach, 10-0 back-to-back seasons. The last time you lost a regular season game was in 2012. What is the secret to the success that Ponax has been able to put together?
I would say that the coaching staff that we have. I kind of step back and let them do their thing, and I don't interfere too much. And these guys are really good teachers and good coaches.
You hear that the trick is Coach Ludden stays out of the way. That's apparently the secret to success.
That is often the sign of a good leader, honestly. That's great. Well,
what are the things, Coach, that have to go well for you? Do you feel like things that just have to go right for you guys?
I think we have to play well defensively, and obviously can't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
And then I think in the kicking game, we have Joey Hildebrand back, and I think I'm pretty sure we'll have a good year, and I think that's another big part of it for us.
What will be the measure for success? What will be the key to say that Massaponax had a good season this year? What have you set your goals at?
Well, I mean, we have goals, obviously, but right now it's winning the first game, and that's as far ahead as we want to look. So that's cliche,
and that's a big first game. I mean, you start out hot out of the gate facing Cortland.
That's going to be a tough game.
Big Thursday night.
Mm-hmm. And so that's where we got our sights right now.
Okay. have a feeling he's playing coy with us. I don't want to play poker with this man. I have a feeling he's holding an awfully strong deck. You agree?
I think Massaponax will probably be somewhere near the top of our preseason poll.
Justin suddenly being coy as well. How about that? There's something you don't see very often. Well, that's a quick look at the Massaponax Panthers with Coach Eric Ludden.